amazing souls. Welcome back to another episode with me on my channel Cosmic Contracts with Princess Starlight. So today's topic is, what are the tools that the dark forces, the dark brothers, our dark brothers and sisters, they use to create hindrance for your spiritual development. Now remember, through all the ancient texts, we see that if there are spiritual practices going on, then the dark forces, they do not like that, because it means you are ascending and they're still there in the lower levels getting uncomfortable. So when you start to ascend, they start to get uncomfy, and that's why you see through. And now these dark forces are not like always they are going to come from, in the form of demons or anything, but in general, if you see, if you're being too much attacked in the outer world by your society, family, for always being too nice, too kind, then it's something in them, that's vibrating and making them uneasy, because your vibration is high. So it's kind of making their energy it causes a discomfort, a discord to their lower energy. And that's why somewhere you'll always see people who are spiritually more into activities. In small ways they will be like making fun of you or saying things to you like, oh, so now they think the god is going to take them, to their destiny or something. They keep making small jokes, comments, gossips. Even these are the dark energies of such souls who do not want you to get onto the spiritual path. Now, quickly we will talk about the tools. What are the tools? So I was first, let me write this: tools of distraction. All right. Now, when I was recently hearing a it's not channel, but they were the teachings of Neville Godfrey Raking, and he talks about creating your own reality by, imagining, putting that in your subconscious, impressing your subconscious to a level, and which will automatically manifest in your real world. So he teaches about how you're going to manifest your dream life, how you're going to ascend. So many topics on spirituality, new earth, and he is now, I guess he ascended, so now he's one of the ascended masters himself. Now, tools for the ways, they can use. First is, you always feel fatigue. So that's why I'm saying again and again, it's not like any demon is coming or something. For some, if it's happening, then I'm obviously not a professional. I won't be able to help you. But then obviously there are people who can help with this. Now, what are the dark energies that can attack you? They can come from the astral realm, all right, or in energy form. So astral, or it's like the spiritual. So the soul's energy is also one of the things. You may not see them, all right. So like we have jinns, we have ifrits. They are also powerful jinns. Then we have others as well. So these they are not always in their physical form. They may take physical form, and they have relationships with the human as well. So they are kind of really powerful, and we are not going to get into this part. We are only going to, sorry, this part we are only going to stick to the attacks you face from your astral and spiritual realms. All right, so fatigue is one, that you always keep feeling tired. The second is boredom. Now, when I was listening to Neville Godfrey's teachings, he talked about boredom. So, boredom is like a stagnant energy. It's like you have started the motor of your machine, that is, your thoughts are running, but you're sitting with the energy of boredom. So, what's going to happen? Your motor is running, but it's like, you're driving a car, you have started the motor, but you're not put it in acceleration, or that means action, and you're still sitting there thinking about what to do, what not to do. That's why action is important. So no matter how beautiful plans you have, if you're not taking actions and sitting in boredom, then it is like stagnant energy. All right. Then the second is distraction always. So distraction can come in various forms. Small distraction, like like how food affects. If you hear the Thoth teachings by, he was the king of Atlantean. He's pronounced Thought or Thought. I called him that. So if you hear to his teachings, then his work, he worked for increasing the wisdom, then increase of energy, so clearing the atoms so that you can prolong your life, and food. All right. And there were obviously more teachings, but the main is wisdom, knowledge, then how the universe works, and how do you create the universe, expand, how planets, and all various high advanced teachings. But main was that your food is very important. Now for me, in my case, like I love food. So if somebody told me, food always became a distraction for me. All right. So distraction through food, or let's take alcohol, drugs, party. People will come, okay, let's do party. You're trying to do spiritual practice, and somebody, something comes, and basically from your past, whatever you did before awakening, but now it's like they come back like smoking. Okay, spiritually, it's all these things are not sin, but you need to understand, if you're eating meat or you're smoking. I still eat meat at times, so even I cannot say that I've fully recovered from this kind of distraction. But what I'm trying to say is, these things lower your vibration, and they stop your psychic powers, they reduce the power. So that's all that is going to happen. It's no sin or some bad thing. All right, don't take it in that sense. It's just that your energy is going to get reduced. All right, so that's how they are creating distraction, to reduce your energy so that you cannot vibrate high. Then the second thing is, yes, this is very important. This, I have um, discouragement. All right. This is like your inner voice saying, oh, you cannot do this. What do you think of yourself? And all those things. So, inner voice, judgment, whatever you call, critique. All right. Basically, it's an inner voice, that it's the voice of your ego telling you, oh, you are a failure, you're a loser, you can't do things to yourself. Have you looked at yourself? How bad you look? And all these things. I have being in this all four, and somewhere I still slip back. But then the trick is to catch yourself quickly, that you are in these things, and get out of this. All right, these are the ways they are using their dark energies to keep you low. All right, so these are few ways. So remember your food, then all these four, if you are going through them, then maybe it's an attack from the astral realm, from the dark brothers and sisters. So how do you, in short, how do you really get close to your God self? Remember, the the mission is that once upon a time we got created from the cosmic womb. Okay, and from this cosmic womb came individual souls, planets, universe, universes, all right, galaxy, all the galaxies, I mean. So there are many more things that came out, all right. So we cannot even imagine what all has come from the sacred womb of the cosmos. And then when we were created, the energy, so the core program that runs in all of us is the divine, so the mothers and godfathers, divine love. And we already were created with a blueprint, but this blueprint, because soul is eternal, so you can imagine that it's way beyond time. Like you cannot even put billion years to it, trillion years to it. All right, it's a huge plan. So that means it's a very long journey, and anyhow, being eternal, there is no point. We are not going anywhere. So there's no time and space. It's not the time that is moving. We are moving in the wheel of time. All right, we keep moving in the wheel of time. If you have seen that snake that eats its own tail, right? So it's like, all right, so this is we are in the time wheel of time, and we are the ones moving always. All right, so this is your blueprint, which you cannot put a time to, but you slowly, whatever you learn, then you accumulate in your soul etheric records. Remember, I told you about the records in last class, that the records of our past lives, of what we have accumulated, what we have learned, that brings us closer to back to this core programming in some way. Remember, we have to perfect ourselves, and the whole original idea is to be that divine God self. Remember, there is no one God. All right, we have not seen God. From the text, they say God, but from the new new earth era, God is just the energy, and it is present everywhere. So the goal is to reach that divine God, goddess self that we are meant to be, and that means going through a lot of lessons, lot of learnings, even the ascended masters. Now we are here in the karmic wheels. Once we ascend and become so let's take the hierarchy, let's create this ladder. So we are somewhere here, we are going through our own karmic wheel lessons, all right, till we balance 51% of it. We won't ascend up to the next level. Next level is where we can find the ascended masters. All right, now ascended masters are responsible to look after this level, so they are like the heads. Then above ascended masters there are other levels, and everybody has a role. So it's not like even they have their tasks and challenges. Their task is to make sure that everybody has in this level balance their karma and become, they reach 5D level. Okay, so this is how everybody has their own challenges. So everybody is at a stage and perfecting themselves to finally reach a level where we got created. So we all these levels to reach and merge here with God, with the God self, and be our own God in the end. So don't think that it's something wrong to say that you're God, because of the I am teachings. Okay, if you have heard about the I am teachings, then in the I am teachings it says that I am is the God phrase. That means when you say I am, you are saying I am that I am is basically that you are the divine being yourself. Okay, so these are few of the tools, and while you're perfecting yourself to reach these upper levels, all right, what are the three things that you need to remember that will help you go a very long way? The gift of child nature. And believe me, it takes a lot of work, because even if I try, there are times when I get back to this human mindset where anger comes in, frustration comes in, and feelings like I'm just losing it and I'm a loser. All these things do enter, but the trick is to catch them and start removing. They are just thoughts from the outer world. And do I want to feel that? If I have the awareness that yes, I've felt this for a very long time and I don't want to feel it anymore, then congratulations, you are now aware. You're at this step where you're aware and now you want to take action. All right, you don't have to take big actions. The action is gift of child nature. What is that? Three simple things. Simple honesty. No matter what, we always teach our children, right? We always teach. As children, we were taught always be honest, speak the truth. Simple honesty. The second thing you can do is always be direct. So, directness of what you want. Do not go around beating the bush and let others figure out what you want, because that's never going to happen. You have to stand up and be direct of what you want. And then obviously love. If you are meant to be God, then obviously the other souls also have that divine spark in them, so that means even they are God. There's a very beautiful Krishna teaching. Krishna says that, from me, all the souls are a part of me. So basically you can imagine, like, there is a huge motherboard or the energy source, and from there the sparks have come out, and all the souls on the planet are the sparks of that Krishna consciousness. All right, so he says that everybody holds a piece of me in their heart. So there is Krishna in everybody. What does it mean? It means that everybody has Christ consciousness. Or when we see the latest teachings of ascended master Jesus and his divine counterpart Mary Magdalene, what do we see? Jesus says, we talk about Christ consciousness. So this is like reaching the 5D level of consciousness in yourself, that is of love and light. That means not just loving yourself, loving thy neighbors, everybody, even people who you have hated, or they just bring out the worst in you. Remember, they are here, they signed a contract, and they are here to push you so that you can advance. If you change your perspective, only then you will try to see how they have helped you. But if you still stay in the lower vibrations, all right, where you can have, what are the lower vibrations? Things like fear. All right, things like fear keep you in lower vibration. Stress, then jealousy, anger, and there are so many other things. All right, always doubting yourself. Now, if I there and then we find such people in our outer world who always keep saying, things like, kind of trying to put us down in their own ways, but see through them rather than reacting. First, look at what they are saying. Stop yourself. Think again. Behind their words, what are they trying to do? Sense their energies. It's not just only psychic mediums or the advanced beings can do. You can too sense the energy, all right? Sense the energy behind those words to see what they are trying to do to you. And now, do you want to be there in these densities? If you don't want to, and if you want to rise up, then you have to, in your heart space, what do you need to hold? Kindness for yourself first. Compassion for yourself first. Nurturing yourself first. Taking care of yourself first, and so many things that in short nurtures you. There are times you have to be your own parent. All right, so be your own parent at times and teach yourself what's right and wrong. All right, so this is today's topic. So, I mean, this was today's topic of how you can get attacked, but how using these three things, your simple honesty, directness, love, all right, you can always stay in high vibrations and don't have to come back to the lower ones. All right, so look for that. I hope today's topic helped you. Lots of love and light from my heart to your heart, Princess Starlight. Take care. Bye bye.